I've done this thing 3 times. The first time I went through it, and the battery went dead. The second time I went through it, I went through the whole thing. The whole thing I went through. And I didn't have it turned on. Usually the second time's a charm, the third time is a damn shame. You know what I'm saying? I get to go through it backwards, though. Maybe even faster. Alan Parsons Records. Oh, by the way, it's record day. But you knew that. What's the title? I don't know. I found more records. That's it. Alan Parsons Project. Gatefold. Tales of Mystery and Imagination. Edgar Allan Poe. Peter and Gordon. True Love Ways. Look, he's 12 years old, that Peter and or Gordon. The what? The Crinkle? Whatever? Is that how you pronounce her name? I have no idea. Monty Python's soundtrack, The Holy Grail. Space Cover, London, Vienna Philharmonic. Walter Carlos before he became Wendy, Well-Tempered Synthesizer. Virgil Fox, Heavy Organ. There he is on the back in front of the heavy psychedelic. Local Private Press on Jewel, 1983. Broomstraw at Bad Manners, all original songs. I have no idea what to expect from that. And Just Because, Audio Fidelity, Stereo Spectacular Demonstration, Sound Effects. A name I can't pronounce. And it's a movie, I think, and I bought it because it's all African instruments. Apparently the soundtrack was created with many African instruments. Early, wonderful cover. And I haven't seen a picture of Jose. I believe that's Jose on the back. Becky and Sandy. Becky and Sandy. This could be a treasure. Don't know. Becky and Sandy. On one side, and on the other side, it's a Hellfire Sermon, entitled Super President of the World. Super President of the World. I kind of like that. I want to be Super President of the World!
The coming Super President of the World.
Sweet Hawaiian, Moonlight, Ray, Kenny, Xavier Cugat, an interesting album. It's there's a 2-album set. It's a cheap, flimsy, fold out, right there, like probably from the late '60s. I'm not sure what the connection is with Cugat, and or if, because they mentioned strings, that somebody just collected songs together and covered them with strings. I have no idea what to expect from that. Picked it up. Holiday in Hawaii. Manic Mark, you've held that up 3 times. Yes, I have. But now I have another copy to go trade with. Bob Braun. He's a local dude that got tired of his local... He was here for, what, 20 years? I don't know, forever. Had a television show in the afternoon. And then he said, screw you, Cincinnati. I'm going to make it big out in California. Famous Eddie Osborne. Baldwin, Oregon. I've got more than one copy of this record. Is this the one that has the thing in it? What is it? Yeah, there's a copy of Audio Fidelity's catalog in here. It's a brochure with their records in it, which is kind of cool to go through, check out what they were, what they had in their catalog for the year of whatever the year it was. Holiday in Hawaii on Crown Records, kind of a stock-looking cover. This wonderful red. Somebody dumped a bunch of Ken Griffin records. This one is titled Hawaiian Magic. Ken Griffin. Leon Barry, haven't heard of him. Wurlitzer pipe organ on Audio Fidelity. Another copy of Showboat. I think I have this one, but I'm not sure because there's more than one.
Working for the hand every night and day, and I'm never lost one minute of sleep. Worrying about the way things might have been. Make wheels keep on turning, round never keep on burning. Yeah, rolling, rolling, rolling on that river. Need a lot of playing cement. paid down in New Orleans. But I never saw the good side of the city till I hitched a ride on that riverboat queen. Big wheels keep on turning, Brown Mary keep on rolling, yeah. Rolling, 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 rolling on that river. All right now. Child in the city, working for that man every night and day. And I never lost 1 minute of sleep, worrying about the way things might have been. Big wheels keep on turning, Brown Mary keep on burning, yeah. Rolling, 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 rolling on that river. If you come down to the river, bet you're gonna find some people who live. You don't have to worry, cause you got no money. People on that river are so happy to give. Big wheels keep on turning, Brown Mary keep on burning, yeah. Rolling, 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 rolling on that river. All right now.
Also, pretty close to being mini fresh is Zither, Hi-Fi Zither, Ruth Welcome. And there's not very many pictures of Ruth floating around out there, but there is one on the back of this album. I'm sure Tink has this one. Oh, I forgot to mention at the outset of this whole thing. Don't watch this video because there's no way I could top the Baxter 78 set finds that Tink brought home yesterday. I'm not jealous. No, I'm not. Green with envy. If I was green with envy right now, I'd use the color correction thing in my software to change that so you wouldn't know. And weird. I was just thinking yesterday how, it's been a long time since I found any Gunther column and chorus albums. And look, here's one right here that I don't have. Very special Gunther's music. The Marshall Family Lifeguard. It has nothing to do with surf music. It's religious music. Okay. The Alterway Gospel Singers Bluegrass Gospel Local Queen City album. I had to pick this one up on the Nashville label. I love this. It's Ernest Carter and the Hymn Trio. And there's Ernest in front of his hardtop 57, 58 Cadillac with the fins and the name painted on the back. Sweet, sweet cover. The Alterway Gospel Singers pre-printed cover, but on the back there you can see them in their matching Giganto ties and shirts and vests. Very much fun. On a budget label, Rondelette, another Ken Griffin album. There's a picture of Ken on the back if you don't know what he looks like. There he is, right there. A tango album from South America. It looks sort of, it's a nice cover, but the back is just sort of budget. There really isn't any information on the back. I don't know for sure. I got another copy of this. This is a fun album of titled 77 Sunset Strip. It's covers by Aaron Bell Orchestra. What color should we make our cover? Oh, I don't know. I'm thinking like baby Pope Brown. Let's think about that. Okay, go ahead and song. Best fun at home, living voices, wonderful cover. Look at those folks sitting around there. And apparently I only picked up 2 of them, but I picked up how many are there? 10 of these environments records. Basically, it's just like thunderstorms. But this one says better than booze and safer than pot. So I'm thinking if I record this and listen to it while I'm driving, I can drive feeling impaired but not really be impaired. 17, soundtrack album 17. It's a motion picture for people over 18, so apparently there were people trying to do it in this movie. And it's not last, we're not there yet, but this was fun. See this here? It's a 10-inch doodad in a paper, kind of a flimsy paper jacket. It's got a hole punched in it where the spindle would be. So it was shrink wrapped. I do believe it looks like it was shrink wrapped. I don't know if it was or not. But anyway, it would have been, you would have opened the record player you're going to buy, the Motorola record player, and this would have been inside as a demonstration record. Here's a 78 with Sioux City Sue, vocals by the Toe Tappers. It's a record put out just for radio stations, maybe a promotional copy from Columbia. And on the back, somebody put a label on it that says Channel Caller WCP 123, like it was a television station, like some kind of, I don't know. Anyway, I got it, picked it up. I got a homemade record here, audio disc, a couple of 78s, Columbia label, old label, I don't know, I don't recognize it, but that's to be expected since I don't collect these things. Honey Love, sung by That Girl Quartet, the Banner label. I'm hoping that this will play. It looks like it may be a little rough. Song of the Swamp by the Six Black Diamonds.
Life was filled with guns and war, and everyone got trampled on the floor. I wish we'd all been ready. Children died, the days grew cold. A piece of bread would buy a bag of gold. I wish we'd all been ready. There's no time to change your mind. The sun is coming, you've been left behind. A man and wife asleep in bed, she hears a noise and turns her head, he's gone. I wish we'd all been ready. Two men walking up a hill, one disappears and one's left standing still. I wish we'd all been ready. There's no time to change your mind, the sun is coming, you've been left behind. Antichrist is now in power, mark of the beast speaks of the final hour. I wish we'd all been ready. Now ride forth the horsemen for famine, pestilence, death, and bloody war. I wish we'd all been ready. There's no time to change your mind, the sun is coming, you've been left behind. Life was filled with guns and war, and everyone got trampled on the floor. I wish we'd all been ready. Children died, the days grew cold. A piece of bread would buy a bag of gold. I wish we'd all been ready. There's no time to change your mind, the sun is coming, you've been left behind. There's no time to change your mind, how could you have been so blind? The Father spoke, the demons died, the